فيها مش معقول يكون الفكر اللي احنا بنقدسه ده يدفع بالأمة دي بالكامل إن هي تبقى مصدر للقلق وللخطر والقتل والتدمير في الدنيا كلها. يعني الواحد 6.10 مليار هيقتلوا الدنيا كلها اللي فيها 7 مليار عشان يعيشوا هما؟ مش ممكن. ده بكلم بقول تاني، احنا محتاجين ثورة دينية.
Joining me now, the co-host of The Five, Bob Beckel, Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter, Fox News contributor Judith Miller. Bob, you have always said, where are the moderate Muslim voices? This guy's life may now be on the line.
Absolutely. I only wish your audience had a chance to see those words bigger, because this is the most seminal speech that's taken place in that region. This is the equivalent of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. This man stood in front of imams, including the head imam, and said, your religion, in essence, has been hijacked, and the world is turning against us. And if you wanted to turn against us, are 1.6 billion Muslims going to defeat 7 billion people in this world? No. It's time for us to get it back. And he pointed right to the imam. That imam said, your responsibility before Allah is to do this. Now that is the courage beyond courage beyond courage. I mean, I'm just so excited about it, I can't tell you.
Absolutely true. And you know what was amazing? You probably heard it on Fox News, because the mainstream media did not cover this speech, nor did they cover another first. President Sisi's visit to a Coptic church where he celebrated Mass on January 7th, which is the date in which they
and he said very similar things.
And he said similar things, and both of those remarkable events went uncovered.
Yeah, the other thing I was saying about it too, remember when they first burned the Coptic churches, which was months ago, he was the first one there to say we're going to rebuild this church.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder though, knowing the mind of the radicals, is he Anwar Sadat? Is he in danger now?
Oh, sure.
Of course he is, yeah. Sure he is. But at least it's a fine Egyptian tradition of doing brave, courageous things that will help your people and help the world and be
I read Sadat's autobiography years ago, and I got to tell you, he literally waited and waited and waited till this time, knowing that he wanted to bring about significant change, and as we all know, didn't end well.
Listen, I think Sisi understands that completely. This is a country that is, you go right to from Sadat, others have been the bravest of brave have come out of Egypt. Regrettably, some of the more oppressive have too, but I'm curious to see whether some other leader of a Muslim state will step forward now. The most logical one would be the Saudis, who are most threatened by ISIS. Will they do that?
The Saudis have been duplicitous all these years.
I could agree with you. I'm just saying it would be nice to see it. The Iranians are the ones who really have it on the neck. They'll do something about it.
Just this very day, a guy got 1,000 lashes because he spoke out against the Prophet.
Well,
in
he
Saudi
only got
Arabia.
50 of the 1,000. He's going to get the rest of them as time goes on.
Right, so
it's true, they practice the most radical and restrictive interpretation of Islam, so they don't want a revolution. They don't want what Sisi has called for. They'll oppose it.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, except that, let's remember there was this very same group that 700 years ago was the first one to take down the House of Saud, and they cut their deal so that they would get their oil, and that's the reason they're operating today. But there is here, the Sunni Shia issue is a real one, and it is hopefully there are some, for their own self-interest, will step forward. Now, I don't have a great deal of faith in that, but as Martin Luther King was able to convince the black Americans in this country that they had to, in a non-violent way, turn public opinion in this country.
You really think it's that profound?